just running without a purpose.
Before you know it, it's December 25th or something. Like,
Right,
the whole year that went by, you
That's
doing the
right.
same thing. Yeah.
Right, and it's like, man, it's another year about to turn over.
Huh?
I don't look at it as being confused. I more so look at it as being overwhelmed. Because when you think about what you want to do with your life, you may know what you want to do, but like, it might not be what God wants you to do. So I think of it as an overwhelming thing, because you do all these things. Let's say I want to be the best track runner. I'm going to work very, very hard to be a professional track runner. But if God don't want me to do that, you never know where. He might want me to be a coach, not a runner. You never just know. So I feel like it's just overwhelming because we work so hard to get who we want to be and do what we want to do. But it might just not be our plan to do it.
And that's another thing, man, before we go to this other segment. I was in computer science when I first started. Wasn't where I was supposed to be. The lane didn't open up until I put myself under the same path that God intended me, and that's a good point. So it's not so much as, like he said, there's a state of confusion because you're trying to get somewhere and it's like a blockade or you're being bombarded. But when you take time to sort it out and you meditate with the Most High, you'll get your answer. It may not be exactly when you want.
Right.
Start writing, man, what you want to do.
And it comes growth.
Right.
You learn a lot about yourself from being down, from figuring stuff out and knowing, okay, I know what to do next time if I'm like this.
Mm-hmm.
You see that's our problem.
Mm-hmm. Speak, brother.
We always think we need to know.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem human beings have.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we always think we need to know. There's some things in life like we really just don't need to know. We don't need to understand. I don't think we were made to know everything.
Good point.
So with that being said, like confusion is normal.
Mm-hmm. Right.
This is as normal as confusion is as normal as knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you know and sometimes you don't know.
Right.
It's as simple as that.
Right. Right.
But that's how people learn.
Mm-hmm.
At first you don't know,
Right.
and then you find a way to figure it out,
Right.
and then here you know. So the next time you're in a situation, you're kind of familiar with what to do.
Right.
You don't know, you didn't know how to tie a shoelace,
Right.
you tried, you failed, you figured it out, you know how to do it now.
Right.
You didn't know how to drive, you tried, you failed, you did it again, now you
Right.
can do it. We don't always need to know.
Right. Everything is not to be comprehended. And that's good, man, because the more we look at what we're doing, now part of us, because we're learning beings, but just like you said, some of those situations are there because it's just simply not for us to know. Great point. Great point. And we have to remember that and not beat ourselves up about something like that. You know, so that's a very valid point. Anybody else want to chime in? Or, you know, y'all don't have to be quiet, brothers.